Testing, testing. How's it going, guys, gals? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for hitting the play button. Just gotta check something out. Testing, testing. How's it going, guys? Okay, there we go. Good, good, good. You guys can hear me. That is great. I just gotta make sure and confirm. Let's go. Thank you for hitting the play button. Turn it up, you beautiful people. Yeah, beautiful, intelligent people. Let's go. How you doing? How are you doing today? Let's go. Oh yeah. Quick shout outs to you subscribers, those of you that are not quitters of the channel. You guys are all awesome, every single one of you. Hashtag legends. Turn it up for you guys. Viewers, appreciate you as well. Thank you for being here and hitting the play button. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. Crowd level. We need some crowd level sounds. What do you guys think, huh? Crowd level sounds. Where is that again? In the right folder. It's just a matter of finding it. How about some cowbell? Would that work? We'll just throw in the cowbell for you guys and gals, because you know I appreciate you so much. Double thumbs up for those that hit the like button. Thank you for helping with the algorithm. You know that good old algorithm? Let's go. Okay. It is time. It is time. What is it? What's the video about today? Well, you know what we're going to do today, guys and gals? We're going to be working with Unity's terrain tools. Okay, I've already done a video in my how-to section, I believe, or somewhere on terrain tools, how to set that up and install. So you can check that out if you choose to use it. I'm using Unity version 2022.3, the most current 20 series version, if you will, or 2000 series, however you want to say it, because Unity 6 is out now. Unity 6, let's go. I'm just gonna be busting and grinding with 2023 for a while and then I'll eventually transition over to Unity 6. There still is long-term support for this version. But we have terrain tools installed. We're all set up. I've already done all the kind of setup work, so I'm gonna get this going. Called it terrain tools. Close that. I've set it up already as a URP. Those of you that have been following along, you know what a URP is. Let's go. Boy, that set up quick. Takes a little bit of time. I mean, I'm getting faster at it now, but just setting up a fresh project. Again, you want to get all your assets and such installed first. Now, that's actually a good point. I am set up for it with a URP, but okay, all in assets. These are all in area lights, in packages, in selected folder. I just want to quickly make sure. I'm just gonna go all, and I need to, because I think that's the last thing I haven't done. Quickly. I got terrain tools installed. Everything's set up. It's just making sure that all my materials are converted, selected, build in materials to URP. Okay. Okay. So today we're going to talk. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the brushes and the size and the rotation and such. Anyways, we're going to be testing and playing with each brush. This is to give you guys and gals a better idea which one does what is going on here. What? You know what? I'm not going to worry about that. We'll deal with it later. I thought I was golden. So it doesn't matter. For this, it doesn't really matter. So terrain tools, what is terrain tools in Unity 3D? Well, they're used to create and edit. As a matter of fact, I was going to bring this up. Terrains, including adding layers, adjusting dimensions, and sculpting features. So essentially that's what we're doing, right? Creating your own landscapes, right? Which is awesome. It's fun to do, to be honest. You got the terrain toolbox. It's a dockable window and editor. Since I've talked about it, let's get that out of the way. Here. Going like this. Just gonna click anything just so I can get rid of that. Okay, there we go. There's the terrain toolbox. We're gonna be using it because we actually have to create a terrain. So there is another way to do it, but to be honest, I got tired of looking for it, so we're just gonna actually use the terrain toolbox to create our own terrain. Okay, going back to here. So terrain brushes, what are terrain brushes? Well, they're tools that can be used to sculpt terrain to a specific height. To use the terrain brush, select set height from the terrain brush menu drop down, then select brush shape. We're going to go over that, okay? And then you can create terrain layers. Can be added by clicking edit terrain layers, then create a layer. This will open the Unity asset picker window where you can search for a background texture to apply landscape. I guess you could do each layer individually. Probably a good idea, I imagine. And then you got the terrain collider, okay? So, which we don't really need to get into, but here I'll make sure. Well, I don't know. I just searched. What did I search? What are terrain tools Unity 3D? That's what I did. I searched that. I'll drop it into chat quickly. Appreciate you guys and gals watching. So what are terrain tools Unity 3D? So Google or Bing search and you'll get this, okay? So the next thing, quickly, terrain tools, okay? I've already installed it. Again, look for one of my videos shows you guys and gals how to install that. So I'm just gonna type terrain, okay? Version 5, okay? And of course you could, if you're set up with Unity and you have access to free materials and such through the asset store. Also, you can, if you have the money, you can spend money and buy some goodies. Buy some goodies over there. It is December, so I don't know, spoil yourself. Asset store is gonna love you. Okay. We're gonna create a terrain. That's what we're gonna be doing. Okay, so back to here. Okay, version 5. Was it 5.1? Boy, I should have made sure, huh? Let's do it one more time. There we go. 5.05. Well, if we round it up, I know that's not how it works with versions. Let's go. Here. Okay. 5.0. We're still technically 5.0. Okay, there it is. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so apparently, I don't know if they've released it yet, the newer version. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Maybe that's why I'm getting errors right now. I don't know. They're minor stuff. Minor. Okay, and then of course, if you find this and you select the right one, then you got all this getting started such. You know, there's a bit of information here. docs.unity3d.com. Okay? Unity does a decent job of giving you guys and gals support. Okay? They do. They do try. And it takes a lot of work and time to do all this stuff, guys. Okay? It does. So just show the respect, have some appreciation, right? Lots of good information here. So this is what we're going to go over, okay? I'm not really going to be going over all this stuff, but it's there for you if you guys and gals want to. Eventually, I'm going to be going through it as well. So good little information. Terrain tools. It's there up on Unity's docs.unity3d.com. Okay? I'll at least try to have that link for you guys and gals. Okay? There we go. Let's go! Okay, time to get into this. Okay, let's create a terrain. Okay. I'm just going to go with 768 by 768. I don't know, because I like it. We can actually create a preset. I haven't played around with it very much. This is the common stuff. Terrain height. I don't know if that actually will put terrain height at 600. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. So, and then you have also, what is going on? We're actually using the terrain toolbox, right? So in window, terrain, you can bring it up here, okay? Once you have terrain tools installed, it's right there under window, okay? And then all I did was drag the tab over beside the inspector. And then if you want it all the time, make sure you have it saved. But you got to take note, guys, okay? Every time you create a new project, you have to re-import. Like you don't have to download it, but you do have to re-import it every time, okay? Through the package manager, all right? So yeah, just take note of that, right? I mean, setting up a new project is setting up a new project, guys. You got to go through the whole steps, you know, every time, right? So like if you start a new project, it's probably going to have the built-in render pipeline, which is standard, right? It needs something. You got to have, you know, the original. You got to have something, right? So that's the built-in. And if you want to upgrade your projects to URP, you can. I always do the terrain tools and get my assets first. Before, so there's assets as well quickly. If you go to your asset store, my assets, I've already got some here in my asset store, but there's a sample pack, okay? Terrain sample asset pack, and then you just import it. You'll have it already downloaded. If you re-download it, you're kind of technically updating it. Okay? So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna check out my height of the map after. I don't know if it's gonna set it at 600. We'll see. And then they got gizmos here. Okay, so here, that's the directory under assets terrain. Okay, we got one called samples. We've already got it, right? This is the asset from the asset store. And this is where the path is if we create a new terrain. Okay, so we're just gonna create it. There we go, boom, see? And there's our terrain. Okay, we're gonna be clicking that a lot. Nice and slick. Okay, And I've already, whoops. Okay, so we have that's our game object for our terrain. Okay, let's go to the inspector now. You can actually, there's a bunch of other stuff going on in here. We'll play around with that another time. Okay, here we are. This is where we work utilizing the terrain actual tools. Okay, so if you click this right one here, terrain settings, we could have a look. It is set at 600. Okay, that's good to know. There we go. These are our properties of the actual terrain. Now, it's very deceiving. Is that actually 600? Just very deceiving. Okay. It's not what I'm used to. It's usually a lot higher from this. I'm going to call this the concrete foundation. Okay, so technically speaking, apparently it's already 600 up. So I don't know. Normally it's at 0. Okay. So I don't know. I want to make sure we have valleys and such. So 600 is plenty because normally it gets set to 100. So I don't know if it's just a perspective thing or what. Based on the size. Oh my God. More coffee, nurse. Okay, we're gonna roll with it, guys. Okay, back to inspector. Right, we're in settings. So here we go. We're gonna click this one. Okay, we're gonna play around with the different brushes. That's what we're doing. Appreciate you guys and gals dropping in and checking it out. Hopefully this helps you. Originally, all they had was a couple of rows of brushes. Okay, so when you download the terrain tools, you get 6 rows of brushes with a couple of extra ones. Okay, and we're gonna play around with it. And as a matter of fact, I want to just set up my camera quickly. What's the elevation? I think it's below it is what I'm thinking. It should be below it or the same elevation. I don't know. Let's find out. We'll run it. Are we going to be seeing it? Yeah, it's at the same elevation. Okay. So, but I'm going to center it. Okay, so I'm going to center our camera about the X position. Should be the X. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, there we go. 384. Our directional. Okay, I'm gonna set that one. Okay. Elevation. I don't know what elevation was I using before here. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Of course, it's probably on the one I put away. Just trying to set up my I know I said I was set up already, guys, but these are just minor things that I didn't set up. Where is that? Might just go with a different random number maybe. Yeah, whatever. Okay, camera. Just the elevation, right? Need it up above 1, so a little bit higher. I'm just gonna go 105. Okay, and my directional light's gonna be I don't know, 315. Okay, no, that's maybe too high. 210. Okay, there. Let's run that. Okay. There we go. We're elevated a bit. Maybe a little too much. We'll see. Okay? Alright, there we go. Camera is here. Right there. Okay. Let's play around, guys and gals. Okay? Let's do this. It is time. Okay, another thing quickly, I changed my shortcuts because I won't lie. I get a bit annoyed because to move around, mine's set up where you just right click your mouse and then I'm using my WASD keys to move around. Okay? So, but when you're creating, guys, okay, when you're creating, I didn't mean to go wild and stuff like that. Ugh, come on. You can actually sprint a little bit. I'm hitting the sprint, kind of like Call of Duty a bit, but I don't know. I like to move around quickly, but anyways. All right, enough of that. Okay, so I went into, again, I do apologize. I get distracted easy. Okay, maybe it's an ADHD, OCD, whatever, DDD. I don't know. Okay, so again, I'm moving around. I'm using my WASD keys. Okay, but when you're working with the terrain and the terrain tools, there's shortcuts for the brush strength, size, and rotation. This is what I'm trying to get at here. Okay? So I've changed them because if I'm not right clicking and I go to move around while I'm creating the world, I accidentally change my sizes. Okay? They get all messed up. Okay? So initially, like when you create a new project, you're gonna have these shortcuts, and it's why did I put the one away that I need? Goodness gracious, so unprepared. Prepared but unprepared. Okay, A is brush strength, S is brush size, and D is rotate brush. Okay? So that's your shortcuts, guys. Okay, get. All right, so go to edit, shortcuts. Okay, I've changed mine. Okay, and if you don't know where they are, well, I think there might be one called train here, but I don't see it. So I just stayed in the all commands or all Unity commands, and I looked for it. Okay. So I went all the way down, somewhere around, I don't know, 70-80% down to the T. Okay, T, terrain. T for terrain. Okay, here it is. Terrain, adjust brush rotation. Terrain, adjust brush size. That's when you're in scene view, right? Terrain, adjust blah, blah, blah. You get me, right? They used to say... Again, I could set it back to default. I imagine I could, but I'm not too worried. Okay, again, A was strength. Okay. S is size, and then D was rotate. Okay, I just changed mine to 2, 3, 4. Okay, that way. When I'm creating, guys, I'm not adjusting these because you actually will adjust them when you're moving around. Okay, so now I can actually use 2, 3, and 4. So I'm pressing 3 and 4. I probably should have had, whoops, what the heck? The bind conflicts. Oh, okay. Terrain scene toggle to rebind. Well, I guess I have to rebind. I probably would end up with something different, but that's okay. I'm not going to use it. So, dangity dong. Why didn't it give me that argument before? Scene toggle view toggle 2D mode. I'm not even in 2D mode. I don't even need it. Okay, I'm just checking my video here. Alright. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. Alright? Just letting you guys and gals know. I apologize. I get distracted and I'm trying to show you guys so many different things and I feel like I take too long all the time and it sucks. Okay? I don't want to, have you guys losing, yeah, I just want to keep you here watching and learning because I'm trying to help my best here to help you out. Okay? All right? Appreciate you. Let's go. Back to shortcuts. Okay? Again. All right? Now I could have looked for it in here. There it is there. It looks like it's used in a few spots, so it just depends on what you're doing. Okay, right here. 2, 3, 4. That's where it is, under terrain. Alright? I'm not using them. Okay, so enough's enough with that. I'm just going to go here and adjust them. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Alright, we're going to start with the first one. Okay, again, take note, the size of my terrain is 768, right? Units, if you want to call it units, that's fine too. Okay, if you notice, I've got my brush size at 500, right? It's pretty obvious that that's going to cover a lot of area on it, right? I'm just trying to back up and pan out here, but it's too slow for me. Okay, there you go. I'm using 1-1 here, row 1, column 1. Okay, there you go. That's what you're gonna get. Okay, actually I want it to be like that because I want you guys to visually see it. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go Control Z, and if we spam it, that's what we're gonna get. Okay, pretty straightforward. Whoops. Okay, what else can we... That's the brush strength. So I'm going to max everything out. Rotation, we don't really care about. Okay, so if I single click, that's what we're getting. Okay, again, we're at 100%. Right? Essentially, that's 100%. And brush size is 500. Again, I put it at 500 so you can actually get a good visual. Alright? Here's spamming it. Okay? That's what you get. Alright? We're going through each brush. Okay, let's do the second one. We're going to stay in row 2 and we're going to go row by row. Alright, that's the plan. Okay, 1-2. There you go. Can't really see anything. But there is something there. Okay, I'm going to spam it 3 times. Okay, it looks like we're getting a circular hump. Okay, I wonder if I should apply a layer to this. Okay, let's do that quickly. Just so you can see it better. Paint texture. We're going to add a layer. We are going to pick, I don't know, grass B this time. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to raise and lower. Okay. Back to raise and lower. Okay, I'm going to do 1 click again. Okay, there we go. Z, 1, 2, 3. Again, it's like a mound, right? Like a pitcher's mound, essentially. Okay? Now what happens if I really spam it? That's what we're getting. Like a big hump. Okay? Z, Z, Z. Okay, so that's that one. Whoops. Control Y is redo. Okay, I'm going to keep it as Control Y because I don't want to change anything. Hang on, I need more coffee, guys. Gotta make some noise. And coffee is gone. Oh, but it's so good. Okay, let's do the next one. Again, I'm keeping everything at 100% or 1 here. Again, this is based on a ratio. Like, fractions, right? If I scroll, we're getting decimal values. Okay? 1/2 is 0.5. Okay? So that's 50%. Okay, so I maxed everything out. Brush strength to 1. Brush size is 500. Okay, we're doing this third one now. 1-3. Okay, 1 click. Okay, it looks like, a tiny little mound with a star on it, kind of like a starfish is laying on it. Control Z. Now I'm gonna hit it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're getting kind of a mound again, and it's got a little bit of a peak. Okay, circular mound with a peak. Okay, let's spam it a whole bunch of times. Okay, there you go. I'll just pan around here, move around. That's what you get. Okay, and as a matter of fact, if I wanted to, I could actually do this so you guys get a better visual. Right, there you go. Okay, I probably should do that. Let me lower my camera a little bit. So I don't know, I'm just gonna go 82. Let's run that. Okay, a little bit lower. Right. That's what it was. Control Z. And my rotation, I think I had 12. I elevated it back up, but I rotated down. Okay? So that's what I did. Or that's what I've done. Okay? You can see my settings for my camera. Oh, right. I guess I should have undid that first. Z, 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 Z. Get rid of it. Okay, now set up my camera. 12. There we go. Okay, we should be good. Okay. And I don't know, let's lower it anyways. Let's see. I don't know if that's too much or not, but we'll try it out. Okay, let's do a mound again. Control S. Back to terrain. Click the terrain. Okay. This is an object inside of an object, essentially. This one's our container. Okay. Let's do that again. I'm going to spam it. Okay, and then I'm going to run it. There we go. That's what we're getting. Okay. Z, Z, Z. We're going through each one here. This is why we're doing this, guys and gals. Okay. All right. 1-4. Okay. I'm just going to single click. What do we get? We get, an area with a bunch of ripples in it. It's kind of like, it looks like normal Earth, right? Essentially. Okay. I'll run it. Might not see much. Yeah, not much effect there. Not much to see. Okay. Let's spam it a few times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And run it. Okay, again, we get a mound. but it's a little rough, right? It's got a bunch of little humps to it. I know it's difficult to see, but it looks normal, right? It's not a perfect like feature. It's not a perfect smooth feature, right? You can see humps and stuff and bumps. Let's spam it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too much. We'll undo a couple. 1, 5. Okay, we get a massive hump. Again, it looks like a normal hill, so you can get kind of a good size hill, right? So, whoops. Control Z, 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 Z. So what you could do with this is you could probably just like spam it a bunch, and then you get a bunch of, like, this is too much, but I wanted you guys to be able to see it visually, right? You can see, you know, there's different shapes, and, you know, it looks normal, right? It looks like a good size hill. Normal, regular, earthy type feature, right? Whoops. You could actually do that. Nice. Okay, there you go. All right, so that's that. So you understand, right? So you could actually, this could be a pitcher's mound too, right? But of course you don't want it that large, right? All right, let's do 1-5. Again, the name of it comes up too. I guess I'll try to show the name. Built-in brush, it's called. Okay, this one here, you can kind of see it. It looks, you know, I guess like the surface of the moon, kind of, right? Or maybe an area of dirt or whatever that's had a bunch of erosion or wind going through it. Okay, if I play it, we probably won't see it very much. Can see it a little bit. I only single click too, so it's got a bit of earthiness to it. Okay, let's spam it 3 times. Okay, it seems to kind of move around when you do that. We're gonna undo. You know what I mean? Like, every time I try to keep it from moving, but I can't. It kind of moves on its own. Right? I'm trying to keep the same, what's the word for it? Like, it's, if I start clicking a bunch of different areas, it's going to change what it looks like. I'm trying to keep it consistent to what it actually looks like. You following me? So I got to kind of guess where it is here again. All right, let's spam it a bunch of times. There's not much I could do. It kind of, you can see all the ripple effect that you get out of it, right? That's why I'm doing this video. I wish it would just stay in one spot and not move. I gotta snap it back. Is there a way to keep it? Yeah, it's like it's okay. I can actually snap back to it. That's good. Okay, that's what we're getting essentially. I tried, right? So that's a lot better, right? So little things to be aware of. Okay, guys and gals, that's why I'm doing this video. Okay, so just take note. All right, if I spam it, this thing's just gonna keep moving, right? And it creates a ripple effect, right? Watch, I'll spam it, right? It's moving every time I spam it. So then you get this kind of hill type structure, okay, with ripples in it. Okay, so I guess it just depends on what kind of effect you want, right? I could even rotate this. Which one's rotate? Is it this one? Yeah, it's number 2. Oh, Yeah. I'll have to figure out different buttons. I don't know. I might have to change it to maybe 3, 4, 5. Maybe that'll work. Okay, let's just hold up. 2 is rotate. That should be 5. Let's change that to 5 quickly and see if that works. Just so I could actually use it. Okay. Down to T. Change rotate. Come on. There we go. To 5. There. Okay. Control S. And 5. There we go. Oh, good. Now we don't have any issues. Perfect. Okay. So you're gonna get a different effect based on the rotation too, right, guys? All right, that's another reason why I'm doing this. There you go. Okay, you still get all that ripple effect going on. That's what this video is about. So you can see what each brush does and what happens with different effects or different things that you do. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna change that back to, I don't know, 180 or where's 0? Can I actually put 0? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, that's at 0. Okay, same thing. You do get a nice little hilly type mound, but it looks like it's weathered. You know, it has that kind of, I mean, I guess it would be kind of a good sand feature, if you will. So let's say you're creating an environment that's sandy, right? Because you get that kind of effect with wind and erosion, because, right, wind erodes the earth. Hopefully you guys understand that's Science 101 stuff, right? It's erosion, right? You're changing you're moving molecules around, okay? You guys watching, I know you guys are all beautiful, intelligent people. I'm just kind of mocking the uneducated ones, I guess. The ones that know all the Kardashian sisters' names. Those ones. What's that video? One girl. She's like, the moon is bigger than the earth. Because she's so linear in thinking that she looks at the moon and in her mind the moon is bigger than the earth based on perspective. Talk about having no perspective whatsoever. It's funny. Okay, let's go on to the next one. All right, 1-1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 columns. Okay, 6 rows with 2 extra. All right, here we go. It is called built-in brush 6. Okay, you can kind of see it, what it looks like. All right, so I'm going to single click it. You know, it gives you some elevation, some height quickly, right? You can kind of see it. Okay, Control Z. Spam it 3 times. 1. I'm going to try to put it back to where it was. I'm going to try. It seems to be snapping to it. I don't know. Okay, there we go. That's kind of what we're getting. It's kind of flat, but it's a bunch of hilly mounds, right? A bunch of singular mounds. Okay, if that makes sense. Right? You can see a bunch of different peaks, different mounds. It's a group of mounds. Okay, let's go with it. Let's spam it. Of course, I can't really just go wild. And I'm trying to keep it in roughly the same spot that it was. Okay, there you go. That's what you get, right? This kind of doesn't look natural, right? But that's what you're gonna get. Again, you can kind of fill in those gaps too, right? When you're creating. So you can take a different one and you can reduce the strength a whole bunch, or no, actually the size too, right? And just fill it in, right? Let's say you didn't want that. Of course, I'm using the wrong one, right? Okay, I'm just gonna maybe use, what are we using? 6, right? Again, that doesn't look quite natural, but hopefully you get the idea. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that. Okay, what's next? Does that help? Hopefully. Let's max everything out. Essentially, we're maxing everything out. It's a bit annoying having to do this, especially if you want it to be in the same spot. I don't know if it is anymore. It's hard to tell. I'm just gonna run it. That's what you're getting, okay? I mean, it almost kind of looks natural a little bit. Okay, if we're talking about an area that's just maybe a big clump of dirt or whatever it is, right? Whatever material it is. Okay, next one. I'm gonna try to hurry this up. I'm gonna try. We are on brush 7. Okay, it's pretty flat. It's the same kind of effect, but it's got more horizontal lines going on, kind of. 1, 2, 3. You can kind of see 3 layers or so, but you still get the kind of same effect. Take note, guys and gals, also, you can hold the control button and create. I don't know if you could do that with these. Oh, right. I know why I can't. So we do have to actually elevate it. I don't know why. Okay, let's go back here. I'm just going to change this to 700. Let's see if that works. I'm not sure if that's going to work. That's not really what I want. See, this thing's not elevated at all. It's directly on this surface here. We can't do any negative. Well, it doesn't look like it here, though. Which is odd. Very interesting. Let's go 1,000. Just doing that to kind of update it. Let's see if it'll work now. Camera, F, there we go. I'm just trying to speed things up here. Okay, back to here. Let's see if we can do it now. Here, negative, still nothing. Oh, why? Why? Just why? Why? I could easily do it before. I don't know why, just I can't find terrain here anymore. Create. Terrain layer, but that's not creating a terrain. That should have did something. Terrain height, like it should have. I can't create any valleys because of it. That's why you raise your terrain off this concrete, hard surface that you can't go into. Oh, goodness gracious, Sally on Sundays. Give me a break. Cut me some slack there, Bob. Cut me some slack. It's right on that surface. Even though it kind of looks like it's not, but it is. Okay, whatever. If you guys get your terrain to actually elevate, you can have negative like indents, okay? Like valleys, you know what I mean? For some reason, it just won't let me. And the only spot to do it is you click your terrain, okay, and you go down here. It's got to be in here. There it is, 100 right there. Okay, normally you can do that, set it to 100, you'll be fine. But for some reason, I don't know why. What's up, guys? I can't control things like this. I don't know. It worked before, everything was fine. Now I don't know what's different. Okay, back to where we were. Just did that so I know which way the camera's orientated. Okay, up we go. We're not doing any negative indents type stuff, guys. Okay, it's all positive. Okay, there we go. Okay. I was worried for a second. I'm like, what? Now I can't do positive features? Okay. All right. So it's hard to see. I clicked it once, not really a lot. We're on brush 7 still. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Not really seeing a lot. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's a little bit of a mound. You know, the strength on it, you don't get huge elevations with it, so take note of that. Okay, they're just minor elevations, even though we have everything maxed out here. Okay, I'd really have to spam it a whole bunch to get any elevation out of it, like something with decent height. I'd probably spam the mouse button about, I don't know, 10 times or so. Okay, but that's what you're getting with it. Okay, oh yeah, usually about 15 or so. Easily. Okay, next one. Okay, now it looks like kind of one of those painters palettes. Painter's palette, is that what they're called? I clicked it once, really you can't see much. Let's spam it. Okay, not seeing a lot there either. I mean, I could kind of see it. I wish I could just point to it. I wish, you know, a little pointer would be nice. There's some peaks right there, you know, some slight peaks. It looks very linear in a sense. So let's spam it, right? You can see, I wish I could point to it, but you can see those lightning bolt kind of effect or something going on the palette. That's what you're getting. So I'm going to spam it. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it better, right? I guess you could use that, create a bunch of sand dune type areas with that, but you would want to do it at a smaller scale, right? And then just create a whole bunch of multiple points or locations. Okay, like what I mean is, let's say we lowered it a whole bunch. So you do a whole bunch here, and then you do a whole bunch here, Do a whole bunch here. That's what I mean, right? Okay, next one. I know this video's gonna be a little long, guys. Please have patience in that. There's a few to go through here. I want to show you guys all the different effects that you can get. So one, I'm gonna just spam it a bunch so we can see it better. Okay, that's what you're getting. Okay, it kind of looks like wind erosion a little bit in the sense. Okay, it's called built-in brush 9. Okay, I'm gonna undo it a bunch and then we'll just spam it a bit more. Okay, that's 15 clicks. Okay. It'd be a lot easier if this thing didn't move around every time you clicked it, but that's 20 clicks. Okay, that's what you're getting. So that would be good for a sandy area, right? Maybe at a base of a hill or something. You know what I mean? That would work. Okay, and then of course you got this one, right? It's pretty obvious what you're gonna get. Right, that's a single click. Okay, you can actually see, you know, some elevation with it. Okay, that's 10 clicks. Okay. The thing did move around a little bit. Of course, you know, that's the shape. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sides, right? Sexagon. Okay, there you go. Sexagon. Okay. And I'm just gonna spam this. It's kind of like a starfish, essentially. I mean, I guess if you wanted a starfish sitting on the sand or something on the beach, I mean, that'd be one way of doing it, right? Of course, you would do it at a smaller scale, right? Scale it to the size of a starfish, right? Size 101, okay? It's perspective. And then you got a star, okay? Because you guys watching, you're all stars. Hey, this thing's actually not moving. That's cool. It doesn't move around when you spam it, so that's nice. Okay, so if you want stars on the beach, maybe some little kid is playing with a bucket, you know, making sand castles. You never know. Okay, whatever you decide to do with it, it's up to you. I mean, world's your oyster with these, I guess. Okay, what are we on? Noise, soft brush, okay? Okay, it moves around a bit, I think, when I spam it. Yeah, it does. I'm going to try to keep it where it is. I'm going to try. Okay, you're kind of getting a mound again. Same sort of thing. Just a whole bunch of mounds, ripples. This would be good for sand or dirt, flat areas. Right? Whoops. Guess I could spam it. So you can get an idea of the shape. I know I haven't really ran it, but you know, that's what you're gonna get. Okay? I had to spam it a whole bunch of times to get that effect. Okay, it's subtle, I guess. Subtle elevations per click, if that makes sense. Okay, what's this next one? Soft round brush. Okay, what's it gonna give us? I'm just gonna spam it. Okay, looks like it. Imagine it's a bowl, you know, You could use that for sand, I guess, right? Some kids on the beach. It's a perfect mound, really. It's what it is. I mean, you could use it for a hill to create hills, rolling hills, right? Okay. Or you could have it as an object on a beach as well, like the size of a bowl. Some kids playing not with just a pail, but maybe the child has a bowl there as well. Okay, now we're getting into the cool stuff. Okay. Oh, the name of it's right there. I guess I don't really have to say the name. Good. Okay, rotate was 5, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's just a matter of which way you want to use it. You can also hold control and get that negative out of it. Of course, you have to raise your terrain. I don't know why it's not raising, guys. I don't know. It's crazy. I wonder if I should set up the terrain before actually installing the terrain tools. Because I don't know what's up. Normally there is a way to I don't know why I can't remember where it is. Assets, create. It'd be under create of some sort, but I don't see it in this list anymore unless I'm blind. Maybe I need glasses for my glasses. Terrain layer, that's not it though. That's creating a layer. Okay, so where did that go? I don't know. New layer. Oh, you can create your own layer and then you add in your own textures. Okay, there is another way of doing this. Going like this. Okay, it's not going to undo that layer. Okay, I'm just going to delete it. Okay, delete. Okay, so let me show you guys. You can actually create your own layers anyways. So you go here and paint texture. It's the same thing if you create add layer here. It's no different. Okay, so you're just setting up your own color scheme essentially. Okay, so if I click, just so you can see, let me go to, or so you guys can see, let's click a material. That's not what I want. All models, all materials. I just need like dirt or something. In packages. Okay, these are the packages. Where's the default ones? Grass. FG, FFG. What's up? These are all prefabs. That's for that. Okay, that's that. I'm looking for what I'm actually using right here. Grass bead. That's what I'm looking for. Layers. There we go. It's under layers. Okay, so if I click grass bead, there you go. Okay, so you can create your own custom layers, guys. That's basically what I did there. Okay, and then you can actually put in different materials, create your own kind of, vision, essentially. Creating your own layers. Again, create your own terrain layers folder so you're more organized, I guess. There's obviously already one in there, so if you create a layer, you can put it in here or you could create your own folder. It's all up to you. Okay, back to here. Let's carry on. Okay, how did I end up sizing all that? Okay, that's under paint, that's why. Okay, everything should go back to normal. Okay, I don't know how I rotated that back to 0. All right, I was playing with rotate. Yeah, silly me. Okay, you can have negative effects with these too, but of course I can't do it. Unfortunately. It sucks. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to spam it. You want to use these for valleys, right? But I guess you could create like, I'm going to go Z, Z, Z. Let's do that. I'm going to rotate it anyways. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to try to keep it in the same spot. Try to. Okay, you can create kind of like a U-shaped mountainous kind of area, if you will. Kind of realistic. Okay. Whoops. Go like this. Whoops, not like that. Keep it like that. You can kind of use that as an, like if you go off the edge, you lose it, right? So it could go like, whoops. There you go. I'm gonna run that, right? I spammed it 3 or 4 times. That's what you're gonna get, right? It kind of looks like a nice mountainous area in the background, to be honest. Okay. So I'm just gonna spam it. Well, not spam it, but I'm just gonna click it a few more times. Make it elevate it a little bit more. That's a bit better. Okay, so you can see it in the background. There you go. I probably should be closer with the camera. Okay, it's quite a bit of a distance away. Let me move the camera in a whole bunch. Or, because that's at the edge of the map too, right? So let's go like this. And instead of moving the camera, I'm just gonna go here so you can see it better. And all I could do is guess where it was. Not really. Not really. Okay, maybe I don't want to get carried away. Trying to guess where it was. Start again. Now this would go quicker if this thing didn't move around all the time on me. It's almost like I can't click on there anymore. Okay, that's kind of awful looking, right? That looks a little more realistic, kind of natural a little bit. That's more natural. What is going to help, guys, is if you create a base, right? And then you use, which one are we on here? This one? Then you create your texture on top of the base, right? So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Let's just rotate this a little bit. Try to make it look a little more natural. Trying to figure out how many times I should click it. Let's have a look. Okay, of course you're going to want to fix your base, right? And kind of meld it into the environment a bit, right? That's the smart way of doing this, guys, creating a base. And then I don't know what you would want to do with your sides. You can figure it out. You know, like you could go like this. It's not exactly the right one, but you know, definitely isn't. Why? Okay, just to give you an idea, that's what you would do. Okay. All right, let's do another one. These are for negative. That's why, right? Oh, that would work. Ooh, I just realized something. That would work. I just figured out a little trick. Watch this. I'm gonna outsmart it. Watch this. Get outsmarted. There you go. There's your indent. Instead of building off of this and create a base, right? So you would create essentially like a river or something to that effect. Okay? And I think what you would want to do is go like this, like that, like that. If you're having any issues with elevating the... Of course, that's kind of wild what I got going on there. That's not going to work. Okay? I mean, I guess you could build off of that, right? There we go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's continue. Okay, there you go. A little trick. Boom. Base. Need a base. There we go. There's another base. Isn't that nice? Very natural looking. These ones are good. Okay, canyon. You can use them as for peaks and stuff too, right? But of course, you know, this looks like a Y shape. So it's not really what you would want. You would want something else and use this as a peak, right? What I mean by that is you would want a base, right? Ridge 2 I find is a good base. We're going to get into that one. And then you could use this for peaks. But you only want to use some sections of it, right? So there you go. That's a single click. 1, 2. Okay? That's pretty good. That's a good little size canyon. Couple of clicks. Okay, next one. Single click, double click. Okay. Positive direction. Control Z. 1, 2. Not really seeing it. Keep forgetting how to press my mouse here. Right click it. I'm just gonna move back a little bit and then go like this so you guys can see it better. There we go. All right, do it again. 1, 2. There you go. Get an idea. I mean, that would create essentially a nice big mountainous area. Right? It could, just by clicking it a couple of times. Use it as a background. Again, you might want to tweak it and adjust it a little bit. Whoops. That's a valley. Three clicks. Essentially what you're getting. Okay? Whoops, I must have hit it again. Yeah, I did. Okay, Control Z, 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 and let's carry on. Okay, wow, this is taking a long time. I think I should just zoom through all these guys, but you get the idea. Okay, if you want to play around with it, practice with each one first to get an idea what the effect or result's going to be. I went negative on that. And here's positive. Okay, I guess it could create like a vast mountainous area. Depends on how you want to use it, right? And what scale. Okay, there you go. That's that. Okay, this is more like dry areas, right? Desert type areas. That's a good one. Cracked ground, right? Same thing, right? You can see it. I don't need to click it, but you can see it, right? Play around with it. You can play around with it yourself. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Here we go. This is erode. Okay. Positive erosion, negative erosion, right? Probably would want to use it in a negative direction. Okay. That was 2 clicks for me. I pretty much destroyed the whole object, right? Again, my base is only a single click. 1, 2, okay. And where are we here? This one? No, this one. 1, 2. Okay, that's a couple of clicks. And I wasn't in the same area, so 1, 2. Okay, subtle. Next one. Let me just, whoops, I'm gonna elevate a little bit so we can get more of a bird's eye view here. Okay, and back to here. There we go. That's a bit better for you guys to see visually. Okay, positive, negative. Just depends on how you want to use it, but that's the effect you're gonna get, right? So if I run it, it's really hard to tell what it is. Okay, I mean, I guess it could be like an area. You would have to create it on a large scale like this. Like, for example, let's say you're creating a landscape. And then this would be the background, right? Okay, there's your background. Okay, I don't know. It could be, I mean, I guess it would work if you're creating a moon effect landscape. Do you know what I mean, guys? Right, I got 2 different areas. Let's say it's a moonscape. Okay, so that would be a good one for that. Erode. Again, I'm using it on a large scale versus a small scale, right? So in case you don't know, like the size of a human object, let's do this. Am I gonna do pause? I'm gonna try to hurry this up. What did I just do? Okay. 1, 2. Okay. And then I'm gonna go here. I'm just going to create a 3D object. Okay, so 0, 0, 0. I'm not sure where it is right now. Where are you? There you go. There you are. Come to me. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom down quickly. Okay, we're gonna create an object that's the size of a human. Okay, I'm just gonna scale it in the Y, 2. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're on top. Okay, whoa. All right, I just want to move him. Where's my camera? Quickly. Camera. Okay, there you are. Okay, grab the cube. I'm just gonna rename it. Human object. Good enough. Oh, goodness gracious. Sally on Sundays. Okay, clicking it. I just want to move it back so you have an idea. Okay, there's our human object. Okay, elevating here. Oh, whoa. Okay, camera. F. Moving around too much. Okay, I'm just trying to get some elevation here. I don't know why I have to move around and elevate at the same time. Weird. Okay, there's our character. Okay, back to this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I double clicked it. F. Up we go. Use an E to elevate. Okay, you can see how small the human being would be compared to the landscape, right? And back to here. Okay, so which one were we on? Erode. Probably erode, right? So you can see the human is there. So if you were to use this on a large scale, that's what you would get, right? There you go. Now you got a perspective, right? The white spot is our human. And it would work, right? That's why I got a landscape 768 by 768, right? Okay. Next one. Same thing. I could double click this. Okay, that actually elevated quite a bit. There's actually a little bit of a valley in there too, it looks like. I kind of buried our human. Whoops, my bad. Human, there he is. I kind of buried our dummy human. But there he is. That's only a single click. Okay, so I'm going to go Control Z. Let's rotate this. You can see the kind of the vein, I guess, if you will. That's 2 clicks. Okay. You're getting a lot out of it. Bit of elevation out of it. Not a lot of detail, but it's another mound size kind of peak. But on a larger scale, I mean, it would work for venturing. You could use that as a trail. It just depends on what you want to do, right? What is this? It's very subtle. Whatever it is, it's very subtle. Yeah. So it has a subtle effect. It's got some elevation in that. It is raising. But, you know, minor, okay? But there is some detail in it. It's kind of like it has a wind effect in that. Maybe you could use it in, let's say you're creating a sandy area. Use this on a smaller scale, right? And then you could create like edge effect, like an edge effect. But you want to reduce your strength, right? That's the higher your strength, the more of a peak you're gonna get. If you want subtle details, reduce your strength. Okay, that's really what the strength is all about. again, I have it maxed out so you guys can see what it looks like maxed out. Maxed out. Okay, there we go. Let's single click that. There you go. It covered a whole bunch of area. That's a single click. Excuse me, guys. Not very high elevation, right? So it's subtle as well. So I'm gonna click it maybe once, twice. That's 2 clicks. 3 clicks. Each brush has its own effect, right? So that's a good hilly, rolling hill landscape type brush, right? The name is right there for you guys, okay? All right, let's do another one because I'm trying to speed this up. We got a whole bunch more. Okay, this one's cool. Okay, if you use this on a large scale, just a single click alone, it'd be a nice little area, an edge of a mountainous area. You could use it at the edge. So let's say, you know, our dummy object is out venturing. They could venture around this, right? This could be on the edge of a landscape. And you could have a negative effect too. Negative, right? It works really well as a positive effect. I'm just gonna try to go double click. That looks good. Okay. Pretty large mountainous type area just by using one brush. Okay. I mean, there's many ways you guys and gals could do this, right? You can create your own mountains, or just using this one alone, I created a world, a large size world, just with 1-2 clicks, which is pretty awesome. Imagine the character venturing around all of this, you know, I'm going through a bunch of different mini battles. Okay, let's carry on. Next one. Same thing. Here's another good one. I could double click this. There we go with 2 clicks. Now I buried my object, but again, based on the object scale and size, right? That's quite a bit. So the object is the size of my cursor, roughly. Okay. We'll get our object back here. I buried them by accident. So I'm going to go like this so you can actually see it better. There we go. That's not too bad. I mean, 2 clicks. Now you just created a world landscape with 2 clicks. Okay? Or you can spend the time creating your own mountains. Just like that, right? Just depends on what you're going to do. How much time you want to put into something. Okay, same thing here. This would work as well. There you go. You just created a whole mountainous valley in 2 clicks. You can have this happen pretty quick, right? Look at the elevation on it just with 2 clicks. Okay, you're getting the idea, right? Or you can small scale it, right? And then just create a whole bunch of different mountainous areas yourself, right? That's the world's your oyster on this, guys. Okay, on what you want to do, right? I just created a whole mountainous area, just reducing the size of it. Okay, and from a distance, it looks like a nice little mountainous area. It would work, totally would work. Okay, you get the idea? I mean, it's another way of doing it. That's mountain 2, right? Same thing, right? Of course, you're going to want to rotate these, right? So that you get some different things going on, right? Mix it up quickly. Right? I guess I could just spam a bunch of different areas. And that would work. Change things up quickly so it all kind of looks different. See? Yeah, just like that, right? That's another way of doing it. And then we just got a nice little mini area right there. Just like that quick, right? Depends on how much time and effort you want to put into your world creations. I mean, it kind of looks realistic, I guess. Take your time doing it instead of spamming it like I'm doing. Again, lower the scale of it. Imagine this is your world. Let's say you got 4 different sections of your world. You got the mountainous area. That's not what I wanted to do. Right? I just created peaks and valleys out of that. Make it, you know, somewhat more natural. I mean, that one's not, it's not really the best, but I'm just kind of randomly spamming it. Okay, let's scale it back up. Now I'm doing that so you can actually see what it is, right? Okay, so boom, boom. You can see more detail of what it looks like, right? Versus on a smaller scale. Okay, if you wanted to create a world in 2 clicks, that would do it. It really would. I mean, it looks natural, right? The brush alone will create a world. Just this singular brush, right? Let's see if I triple click it. What is it gonna look like? Okay, there we go. Triple click. Pretty high elevation just from 3 clicks. I want to make sure you guys can still hear me on the video here. I do apologize, it's taking time, but of course there's 56 brushes to go through, right? So thank you for your understanding. Again, you can pause and play and pause and come back anytime. I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. Okay, we're good. Awesome. You know what I mean, guys? Normally I try to do these videos a lot quicker, but we got a bunch of brushes to get through. We're getting there though. Okay, I'm gonna try to hurry up. Okay, same thing. I'm just gonna 3 click it. Oh, that's a 2 click. Okay, it's kind of getting up there just from 2 clicks, but you can see what it looks like. 2 clicks and boom, you got yourself a landscape. Okay, from this perspective, it looks realistic, right? You know what I mean? Okay, same thing here, right? You can kind of see what the stamp looks like. You can call them stamps. Ooh, that's cool. Negative. Ooh, that kind of looks cool. So this one here is 5. If you go in a negative effect, you could actually create what looks like, you know, a valley of sorts. Right? There you go. Negative, right? There's your valley. So you would have an elevated, right? So landscape. So I'm just gonna maybe, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go like this. Try not to bury my character here. Okay, I'm just gonna go like that, just so you have kind of an idea. It's not exactly what I want, but you know, this area could be mountainous and this could be the valley, right? It's the wrong stamp I was using, but this one's good. If you wanted, let's see, let's rotate. Maybe they're venturing in right there, right? Boom. Boom. Yeah, that's not exactly where I was. I mean, that kind of looks realistic, right? Except, of course, I don't have enough depth, right? All right, let's carry on. Okay, that's another cool one. For positive direction, right? 2 clicks, you just created a whole world with 2 clicks. You know, from a different perspective, nobody's going to really know. Okay, there's numerous ways of doing this, guys, and I'm going to show you. Okay, I got to hurry it up. Okay, so you can see the stamp, what it looks like. Same thing, 2 clicks. It's a little bit different though. You know, it's more of a sandy kind of. I mean, it looks mountainous from a distance, right? But this would, I guess, would be good for sand. If you're creating a large environment, you needed like edges. Same thing with this, right? I don't really need to click, but you guys could see it, right? Going here. It's kind of like a leaf. This would be good for like a moon type environment, right? A planet, Mars or whatever, you know what I mean? It creates a mountainous effect as well. You can also use it as a negative as well. That would work. I mean, planet environments, man, this would work great. Same thing with this. A lot of these, if you think about it, right? This one would be good for sand, edges, details for edges, you know, like the dunes. Or you could use it for imaginary planets, you know, like Mars. Obviously, Mars is not imaginary, but let's say you're creating a world that's hypothetical. This would work too, right? I mean, anything that's mountainous. This could be on the edge of a river, right? Edge of a river or whatever. Edge of a mountainous area. Use this for your edge work. Speeding it up, okay? This here, a lot more subtle, right? You can see, very subtle. Okay, so if you needed subtle details, this would be it. Okay? Use it on a large scale or a smaller scale. Okay, carrying on. Same thing, there's another one. Okay, there you go. Very subtle. These as well. This would be great for a moon type environment as well. Flat landscape. Right? That's quite realistic for a moon landscape. Right? That's pretty awesome. Now you're not going to see much elevation on it. That's what you want. You want the flat landscape kind of effect. Right? So they're traveling an area, right? Because you want flat landscape too, right? Man, that's a good one. I like it. Just depends on what you're doing with it, right? There's another one. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's unique. I think this would be good as a negative. used in a negative fashion. That would work. Okay. Speeding it up. There we go. This is creek beds, river edges. Or maybe you could use it as a river edge. Look at that. That's pretty sick, actually. Plateau. It's funny. And it also looks like a character from Star Wars. I don't know which character that would be, but... Okay, trying to speed this up. There we go. Plateau 3, right? Again, sand or Mars-type planets. However you want to use this. Creek beds, dry river edges, I guess. Okay, here's another one. Depends on what you want to do with it. You could use it like as a large scale, right? There you go, 2 clicks. And you created a another mountainous world environment with 2 clicks. Okay, or you could use it on a smaller scale. It's just all about your perspective. Same thing with this. This could be a nice little venturing landscape. Maybe we'll double click that. Use it as a valley. This would be good for, I don't know, wherever water runoff is. Maybe for water runoff areas. Here we go. We got dry, mountainous area kind of landscape. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Using it as a large scale from a distance, it looks pretty realistic. I'm gonna start my music again. I don't know what's up. Okay, next one. We're getting there. We're almost done, guys. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. This could be moon landscape or a mountainous area. Use it for your subtle edges, right? Your transition from high mountainous ground to a low mountainous area. You know what I mean? Guess it would work for your flat areas. That looks like a leaf stamp. So leaf stamp. You know what I mean? I don't know what you could do. I mean, I guess in a negative fashion, it would work for a Mars. We'll just say Mars type planet. I guess it would work. Something that's not so realistic. Or you could use it for your the valleys and such on if you're doing mountains. Again, you would use it on maybe a smaller scale, 50% or 25%. Okay, again, same thing. A leaf type effect, right? I'm just gonna call it a leaf effect, but you know, mountainous, right? And then here we just have a straight one. Okay, this would be good for sand or river edges, right? Finer details. Okay, I mean, I guess it's your imagination how you want to use it. This is more subtle. You can see like it has the it kind of looks like blood vessels or veins, right? Very subtle. That would work kind of on, you know, I guess when you're getting more away from a river, creek, or water edge, right? Sand, subtle details for sand, or a river edge, you know? Here, this kind of looks like moon or lunar, you know, details for a flat landscape, lunar effect. Okay, that's in a negative fashion, positive. Okay, and I'll play it so you can see the elevation. Did I bury my guy? Buried my character? I did. But you can see the elevation that you're going to get from it. Okay, carrying on. Same thing. Lunar, moon. Not moon, Mars. Mars type landscape. That's a good one. You're venturing on a planet in space, your hypothetical imaginary world. Again, you're not seeing much of an elevation, but that's fine. Maybe that's what you want. I guess you could use it in a negative fashion as well, right? Hold control to get the negative or the invert. All right, guys? Well, there's another one. Again, same thing. This could be at the base of your mountain. This could be, you know, leading into your river or to the edges of a river. Oh, look at that. Or you could use it on a large scale, and there you go. You got one whole world just created. But a flat landscape with a little bit of elevation. I'm going to double click this. Okay, see what we get. Okay, it's very subtle. Right, I buried my characters, so you, oops, didn't mean to double tap that. Z. Okay, 3 clicks. Okay, that's 3 clicks, right? There you go. You get a flat landscape adventure, some mini battles on the way. You're heading off to, I don't know, the caverns or the caves or something. Again, it's your imagination. This looks lunar. Very lunar, or river edge. Dry riverbed. Something like that, right? Here we go. This one's cool. Soft peaks. Okay. You could use this at the base of a mountain, I guess. 2 clicks, you would have a landscape, I guess, if you use it on a larger scale. Depends if you like it or not, right? Or just use it for subtle details. Well, this is lunar or volcanic, right? I never thought of that. There you go, volcanic. Now you could create like a hole in that using, I don't know. What could we use here? We got to scale it down, right? Okay, not really the best thing, but let's see what would work better. It's too pointy of a negative. That's the thing. There we go. That's more realistic. Okay, there you go. Now you just created a little mountain. Just like that. And I buried my character again. Okay? So there you go, right? Mountainous or volcanic type area. That would work well for that. Create a mountain or a volcano type mountain. Boom, nice. And last but not least, we finally made it. Lunar again, planet type look. It kind of looks like it would be more closer to the edges of a mountain area. Okay. You could use this for finer details. The base of a mountain when you're kind of leaving or entering. You could use it for a planet, lunar type effect. Again, your imagination, guys. Your imagination. Okay, that's it. Let's go here. Finish off right here. Yeah, let's go. Okay, that's what we wanted to do, guys and gals. I know it was lengthy. I try, I think I did not too bad trying to be quick. You know, doing the best that I can here. I'm going to scale this right down. Okay. So there you go. Create your little worlds, right? Again, if you want to set up your world, I think set your terrain up first before you install the tools. So much easier. I'm gonna have to figure it out. There's a pull down shortcut somewhere for terrain, but some reason I can't find it. I created the terrain, or my terrain layer, this layer here, using this. Well, you guys seen that. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. Hopefully that helps you out. It gives you a better idea what each brush is. That's kind of was the goal for you guys. So I mean, technically speaking, yeah, let's just roll with that. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully that helps you out. I will see you guys in the next video. Much love to all the subscribers. You guys are all beautiful, intelligent people. Much love. Hashtag fam. Appreciate the support on the channel. You guys are great. You guys are what keep me going. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll let you know that. Okay, thank you for watching, viewers. You're awesome. Those that hit the like button, double thumbs up for you. Thank you for helping out with that algorithm. That is it. Johnny Whiskey Tango Coding. I'll see you guys next video. Take care for now, and peace out. Peace.